Good morning, everyone. Bon matin. Welcome to the Core and Mobility class. It's Friday, so a good way to end the week. My name is Andréanne Montigny. I work for PSP Ottawa. I physically work in Gatineau at 455 Boulevard de la Carrière. So today we'll be working on core strength, and we'll start with a little bit of mobility as usual. Mobility, I'll try to make it shorter today because I always don't have enough time for the core, and I'm sure that's why you're doing that class, a little bit of both, but I'm sure you'd like to work on your core strength and endurance. I'm going to be using a dumbbell if you do have one. If you don't, that's fine. I'll give options for that. But if you do have one, mine is 25 pounds. But if you have something lighter, I'll give other options for that too. If you have heavier, might be difficult, but maybe up to 30 pounds would be good. Your choice if you want to wear shoes or not. We will not be jumping a lot, so I think you could do it just bare feet, but your choice. And it's my cat in the background, Sushi, always wants to appear in those videos. I'm going to put music on, but again, if you want to use your own, as usual, you can. What else? Don't forget to share the video after that if you did like it, so as many people can do those classes. So share on your PSP Fitness Ottawa. And je voulais dire d'autres choses. Can't remember. Anyway, so we'll start slowly with the mobility. Maybe what I wanted to say will come back. Oh yeah, I remember that. If you do have questions, I see Trish is here. Hi Trish. Hi Mark. So if you are watching, you can send comments. If you have questions, I'm going to try to look at the chat once in a while. So if you do have questions, just let me know and I'll try to answer them. And that's it. Let's start. So mobility is the start. I have just a little bit of music. So we'll try to go for around 20 minutes for that. Okay, so let's start standing. Okay, so feet about shoulder width apart, just stand comfortably. Try to feel your whole foot in the ground so you're very stable, grounded. You're going to bring your arms all the way up. You can have your hands together. All the way up, you're going to stretch up. And slowly you're going to go to one side. So bend the body to one side as far as you can, but keep trying to make your body very long. And come back and switch side. Stay here for a few seconds. And come back. From here, you're going to come down into a forward fold. So here, good. So try to keep your legs as straight as you can. Just keep a small flexion, even if you're very flexible. And if you're not, then maybe you can bend a little bit more and just go as far as you can. Try to bring your head down, bring it closer to your legs. And from here, you're going to walk out. So you end up in a downward dog position. Okay, so from here, you want to bring your heels closer to the floor. You want to bring your head between your arms. So the head is coming closer to the ground. So try to work on the shoulder opening. So you bring your chest down. Drive your heels closer to the floor. And from here, you're slowly going to go into your push-up position, and you're going to lower your hips to the ground. What you can do as well is be on your forearms if it's too much of a stretch on the hands. But from here, you can also go up, keeping your hips close to the ground, pushing your shoulders down. So I want to see this here, chest to the front. Comfortable there? And come back down slow. We're just going to reverse that. So bring your toes to the ground, up into your downward dog. So go get that full range of motion. From here, slowly walk your hands back in and go into your forward fold. As far as you can still, try to keep breathing. When you exhale, try to go deeper in the stretch. Now slowly engage your core and try to come up, all the way up. And we're going to do that side stretch again. So arms straight up, And then go to one side. We'll do this flow one more time. And switch. And come back. From here, bring your arms to the front, all the way down into the forward fold. Head down. Small flexion in your knees, or a bigger flexion. If you want to push to stretch a little bit, you can grab your leg and physically pull to bring your head closer to the legs. Hands to the floor. If you have to bend your knees, that's fine. Walk out into, let's go into a push-up position, and from here, go into your downward dog. So remember, relax your legs. If you have to bend your knees, that's fine. Try to bring your heels closer to the floor. So you feel a nice stretch in the calf and the hamstrings, maybe lower back, shoulders by pushing your head down. And go into your push-up position again. Let's go down to the ground, and from here up into your cobra, either on your forearms or on your hands. So when I say chest to the front, I don't want you to exaggerate the arch in the back. Try to make your spine longer. And slowly come back. And we'll reverse it again. So toes to the ground, downward dog. So now from here, walk your hands in, core tight, down into your forward fold. Engage your core, come back up, arms straight up. And let's do the side stretch one more time because this feels good. So push all the way up, one side as far as you can. Keep pushing in the arms. So the arms are very close to your head. Switch side. And come back. Arms down. Just going to make sure everything is working well. No questions. Sound is good. Parfait. Second flow. J'ai besoin de mon tapis. I think I'm good. You can stay there if you want. Okay, so let's go into a squat position. I'm going to face for the beginning, but I'm going to go on the side after, but you can stay in the same position. So feet flat on the floor. Try to bring your seat down as far as you can. Chest up. Okay, so try not to end like this. If you are not very mobile around the hips, it might end up like this. Hips, ankles, it could be the problem as well. But try to lower your seat, chest up, back straight, and I don't want you to be on your toes. Try to keep your whole foot on the ground. From here, what I really like, we often do it, you're going to push on the inside of the leg. You can have the hand on the floor if you want, or just pushing. You're going to bring your elbow up and you're going to extend the arm. Again, try to keep your spine straight. So not like this. Okay, so try to lift up your chest, lift the arm. If that's too much, maybe just the elbow to start will be good. Come back and let's switch side. Elbow up and arm up. And slowly come back. You can stay in that position. I'm just going to turn around so you can see. So from here, you're going to bring one hand back, the other hand back, and you're going to go back into your squat. And then you're going to reverse it. Same thing. So as you get more comfortable in that, you can try to go a little further back. And you can also try to start to lifting your hips and then back down. Take your time. So working on shoulder mobility here as well. Keep going. We'll do it one more time. Oh, that was the one more time. One more. Stay there. Stay here. So from here, walk your hands out if you have to. Lift your hips up as high as you can. If that is comfortable enough and you feel you can move, I don't want you to walk, stay there. I just want you to move back and forth to get a little bit more of your shoulder mobility here. So hips up as high as you can. And try to move back and forth. If that's too much, then don't do it. Just hold the position. Try to go a little further every time. Engage your core. And bring your feet in and go into your squat again. Perfect. From here, hands to the floor, knees to the floor. You could have your knees together and you're going to try to bring your feet out to the side. Try to keep your knees together. And from here, you're going to walk your hands back just to feel a stretch in the quads, maybe hip flexors as well. You go as far as you can. If you are capable of, you can go flat on your back. Try to keep your knees together. If it's too much, just go one leg at a time. And you can also have your hands to support. Okay, so do what you can in those options. I'm going to go flat here. So try to keep your knees close together. I don't even know if you can see me. Try to keep your knees together and try to engage your core so you're not like too arched in the back. Switch leg if you have just one. And we're going to try to stay here for a few more seconds. So try to relax. Keep breathing. Nice. Few more seconds. From here, engage your core. Try to come back, up on your elbow, up on your hands. Walk your hands to the front. Keep your knees to the ground. You can open your knees a little bit further and go into child pose. So try to bring your hands as far as you can to the front, arms straight. You can bring your forehead to the floor and just stay here. Try to keep your seat on your heels if you can. Opening the knees might help for that. And walk your hands back in. And we'll redo that flow one more time. So go into your squat. Just like we did at the beginning, we'll move a little bit faster in that flow. Chest up, back straight. Push on the inside of the leg. Elbow up, arm up. And switch side. Nice. Come back. From here, you're going to bring your hands back and go into your squat. So we'll do that a few times. Just move around again. So every time from here, you go into your squat. Focus on engaging your core. Try to go a little further behind. So now on your next one, not this one, next one, you're going to stay in the crab position. Lift up your hips. Walk your hands out if you can and move back and forth. Keep lifting your hips, but if that is too much, you can stay here. That's enough of a stretch for you, that's fine. Always listen to your own limit. Excellent. Walk your feet back into your squat. From here, knees to the floor. Knees together, feet out, or one leg at a time, like we did first round. All the way down. If you want to, you can bring your arms up as well. Focus on keeping your knees close together. Okay, so don't have the legs open like this. So keep the knees together. One leg at a time, like I mentioned, if you want. And you don't have to be flat on your back like this. Switch leg if you have just one. And try to push. So squeeze your abs muscles to bring your hips down. And so you're not like finishing arch like that. On pousse les abdos au sol. Keep it for a few more seconds. And from here, on engage les abdos, lift up, bring your hands, and then heels underneath your seat, knees out, walk out, child pose. So make sure you bring your fingers as far as you can to the front. Forehead down. And slowly come back. Just gonna look at the time. We're good. So one more flow. Là, sushi, là, I'll need my mat. Ouais, on a compris. Okay, so one more. Again, we'll go into downward dog. We'll work around the hips a little bit more in that flow. I'll try to not take too long for that. So down dog like we did. So push up position. Bring your seat up. And then bring your heels closer to the floor, your head down. From here, you're going to lift the right leg up. You're going to bring it between your hands. You're going to lower your knee to the floor, and you're going to come up. So from here, you want to stretch hip flexor on this side. So you're going to try to open your hips as far as you can. Stay here, engage your core. You're going to bring your arms up, and you're going to try to lift your chest up. If that is too much, you can just stay here. Try to focus on opening. You can also just have the hands here and try to lift your chest up, or hands on your lower back, pushing your lower back down, chest up. Many options. From here, stay on this side. Make sure most of the weight will be on the front foot, so don't have your front foot too far in the front. You're going to have either on your toes back here. You're going to just lift your knee off the ground, or the foot is flat on the floor, same thing. Okay, so if that's too much, just don't do it. Engage your core and try to keep opening the hips. Stay here, and you don't have to do that option of taking the knee off the ground. You can just stay there. And come down. From here, we're going to go into a pigeon stretch. So you're going to bring the, I'm just going to turn around. You're going to bring the right leg flat on the floor like this. Okay, so the heel should be close to the hip, opposite side. If you're more flexible, you can have the foot up further away from you. Chest up, walk your hands out, and you can have your forehead to the ground. Stay here. If you want to have accentuate the stretch, you're going to have the left arm going underneath the right, and you're going to bring your shoulder to the floor and your head to the floor. Don't have to do those options. You can just stay in your pigeon, regular pigeon. Keep breathing. And slowly come back. Walk your hands back in. From there, you're going to push in the hands, have the toes on the floor, push back into downward dog. For the downward dog, this time you're going to open your feet. You can also bring them closer to you, and you're going to try to grab the opposite ankle, and you're going to pull on the leg to bring your head down and bring it underneath the armpit. So if it's too much, try to bring your feet closer and maybe wider. Come back and switch side. Same thing. Pull. Come back. Sit up. From here, you're going to bring your feet back in. Lift the left leg up. Bring it between the hands. And we're going to go into your hip flexor stretch like we did on the other side. I'll stay on this side. On ouvre au maximum. Engage your core. Arms up if you did it on the other side. Chest up. So you'll try to do the same options you pick on the other side. Every exhale, try to relax the muscles. Try to go deeper in the stretch, lifting your chest up higher. Bring your arms down. We'll try, like we did on the other side, lifting the knee off the ground, either on your toes or foot flat. So lift, make sure the weight is here on the front leg. Try to push that knee out, so I don't want the knee to be inside. Engage your core. On reste ici quelques secondes. and come back. Perfect. From here, pigeon. So you're going to bring that left leg down so the heel is close to the opposite hip. Make sure that your hips are not open like this to the side. You really want your hips to be parallel to the ground over the leg. Walk out, forehead down. If you did it on the other side, bring the right arm underneath, twist, bring your shoulders to the floor and your head to the floor. And slowly, no, we'll stay there for a few more seconds. Can't wait to do the core. Okay, now let's go back. En revient, walk your hands back in. From here, push in your hands, go into your push-up position. Just bring your knees to the floor. Just a little bit more activation before we start. We're still good on the time. So from here, you're going to do cat-cow. So you're going to, starting to move from your head and your tailbone. You're going to lift your tailbone up, lift your head up, arch your back. And again, we're going to reverse it. So you bring your head down, bring your tailbone down, round your back. So do that a few times. I'll let you go at your own pace. Ideally, you go with your breathing. I'm not too good to cue that. If you want to do it, go ahead. So you would exhale when your back is rounded and inhale when your back is arched. One more time. Exhale. From here, go straight. Engage your core. You're going to lift one arm, opposite leg, straight line, and come back. So you want to stay very, very tight all around the spine. So engage all the muscles around. Can be an easy exercise when it's not done properly, but if you really take time to engage and create that straight line so your hips are not twisting, it's a very good exercise. So straight line, that means the leg is straight, it's not up in the air like this. Straight, glute tight, core tight, you're not arching. One more time. And we're going to reverse that movement. Well, not reverse it, but we'll do it on the floor, on the back. But it's going to be the same motion. So knees 90 degrees, just like you were on the ground. From here, hands up, just like you were on the ground. Engage your core so your spine will not be moving at all. You're going to bring arms straight, opposite leg straight, and you're going to come back. See how my other arm and leg is not moving. Okay, coordination a bit on this, but focus on engaging your core so your spine stay in the neutral position the whole time you're moving. Again, can feel easy if you don't force to create that tension in your core. One more time. And sit back up. Nice. So we're ready to go, ready to start. I'm just going to adjust my camera because I'm going to stay on the ground for the core portion. So, like I said, you can use a weight if you have one. If you don't, no problem. Like I said, I'm going to give options. Okay, I'm just going to try to find my music. Let's try this one. Maybe it won't be the best, but we'll have it. Okay, donc, on y va. So we'll work for first round 50 seconds of 5 exercises we'll do. Then we'll do the same 5 exercises for 40 seconds, and we're going to finish with 30 seconds. With a 10-second break between each exercise. So 50, 40, 30, 5 exercises. The first one we'll do, we all know I love V-ups. We're going to do 3 types of V-ups. So you're going to go into like a hollow position. From there, you're going to come up and you're going to have your legs out. That's the first one. Then you're going to follow it by just regular V-up with the legs straight. And the third one will be knees in. Okay, so legs out, straight, in. You're going to go as quickly as you can when you do those. So it's going to look like this. Out, straight, in. We'll try. You can stick with the in if it's too difficult. You can also just stay on your back. And you could do the same three, staying on your back. Okay, but make sure you keep your core tight. It's not an easy one. Then we're going to go into a V-sit. You're going to have your arms here in the front. You're going to bring one knee in, arms out. You're going to come back, switch side, and you're going to come here, and you're going to extend. Okay, so out, out, up. Options for that, you can just try to move side to side without moving the legs. I'll give other options as we go. Number 3, with your weight, if you have one, you're going to have the legs straight on the floor, push the dumbbell up, or if you have a small plate, and you're going to sit up straight, so you're pushing the weight to the ceiling, and slowly come back down. If you don't have a weight, well, you're going to do the same thing, just with the arms. It's not necessarily a lot easier without the weight. After that, you're going to hold the weight still in your arms, in your hands, and you're going to go on your back. You're going to lift your legs up. You're going to try to lift your hips off the ground, just holding the weight. If you have a smaller weight, you can bring it overhead. Okay, and if you don't have the weight, arms to the ground, same thing. Or if you want to, in a hollow, arms up, chest up, that can be another option. And finishing with a plank. So on your forearms, you're going to bring arm straight, opposite leg straight, and come back. We did it on the knees. We just did. Same thing, but in a plank position. If it's too difficult, go arm, arm, leg, and leg. Or any option you can think, you can also just hold the plank. Sounds good? So we'll do 50 seconds, 10-second break. So let's start with that. If you have a weight, you can go get it. Sorry. Okay, so we start in 10 seconds. So the first one is the V-ups. Oh, fallait que je mette la musique là. So hopefully you're going to hear this. C'est parti. So out, legs straight, knees in. Keep going. Straight in. So options, you can just do that. Knees in, it's the easiest of the three. Or you stay on your back and you can still do the 3 movements, but staying on your back. On lâche pas, push, push, push. Remember, we'll have a 10-second break between each. Try to keep your legs as straight as you can if you're doing good on those. Break. So V-sit next one. So stay in that position. We're going to try to go side, side, and extension. For 50 seconds, c'est parti. So out, out, straight. Take your time, okay? So try to keep your balance. I'm not too good at that. Focus. I'll try to focus. Lâche pas. About halfway now. So you can also just stay here. You could have your knees to the floor. If you want to move side to side, you can. Take that option that is comfortable for you. Engage your core. You can also have the arms up. So it could be side to side, arms up. Lâche pas. Okay, next one, overhead sit-ups with or without the weight.
Get ready. So push the dumbbell up, or plate, or kettlebell, depending on what you have. Control all the way up. And same thing without the weight. If that feels weird to have the legs straight, you can try with the knees bent. Doesn't make a big difference. On lâche pas, push jusqu'en haut. Keeping your arms straight. Excellent, lâchez pas, push. Almost there. 7 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Stay here. Still with the weight in your hands. We're going to push the weight up or no weight, and we're going to do the leg raise.
3, 2,
So up, legs straight, lift the legs, try to get the hips off the ground. And back. Again, keep your legs as straight as you can, but if it's too difficult, you can bend your knees and you can still do the same motion. You don't have to use the weight. Remember the options with your arms on the floor. Here, same thing. And again, knees bent if you want. Try to get that contraction here, lifting your hips off the ground. Keep going. Legs straight.
3, 2, 1.
Next one is the plank. So on your forearms, you're going to lift the arm, lift the opposite leg, straight line, without twisting your hips. Let's go. Core tight, body straight. And remember, options are arm, even the arms. I don't think it's easier than the legs and arms. Try to keep your body parallel to the floor. You can also just stick with the legs or just stay in the plank. You can stay here for as long as you can. You can also have the knees on the floor if you want. Try to do options instead of just stopping.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, great. So let's do it again. This time, we'll do 40 seconds. So same 5 exercise, 40 seconds of work, and still with a 10-second break. Stretch, get ready. In 10, with the V-ups, 3 ways. Get ready in 3, 2, 1, start. 40 seconds here. Keep going. Remember your options. When you're on your back, keep your core tight. Whoop. I was confused. Push, push, push. Force to keep your legs straight. Okay. V-sit. Side, side, up. Remember your options again. Heels can be on the floor or feet up. C'est parti. Side, side, up. Push, push, come on. Ooh, I can feel that. Almost there.
3, 2, 1.
Woo.
Restez.
Overhead sit-ups with the weight if you have one.
3,
On se prépare.
2, 1.
And start. All the way up. Straight line. Take your time to come back down. So without the weight, same thing with the arms up. And like I mentioned, you can bend your legs if you want. Perfect. Relax the arms and go into your leg raise after that. With the weight up, it can be higher above your head as well. Mine is quite heavy, but if you have like a 10-pound, you can bring it overhead. Keep going. Just going to look at the chat. Make sure everything is okay. So keep moving. Ça a l'air correct. Nice. 15 seconds. Legs as straight as you can. And keep lifting your hips off the ground. Don't go too fast. Perfect. Plank, our fifth exercise. So plank, bird dog if you can, or any type of plank, arm, feet up. C'est parti. 40 seconds. So engage your core, up, and slowly come back. Take that time to have that straight line, hips parallel to the floor. Not arching the back. Keep going. Bending flat, arms straight, legs straight. Avoiding any twist in your hips. Perfect. One more round. 30 seconds now. So same thing. 30 seconds of work, 10-second of rest. Stretch, have a sip of water. We'll start in 10 seconds. So back to the first one, V-ups. Last time we do those, okay? So 30 seconds, 10-second of break. Out, straight, in. C'est parti. And like I mentioned, activate your quads to keep the legs straight in the two straight one. And remember your options, staying on your back, keeping your core tight. It's not easier, it's different. And sit up. V-sit, twist, twist with the extension. 30 seconds feels good. Feet up. Side to side. Straight. Lâchez pas. Push, push, push. Halfway there. Keep going. 3 seconds. Nice. Overhead sit up with your weight. Arms straight up. Et c'est parti. On pousse. Ooh, ça lève moins haut. Doesn't go up as easily as at the beginning. Push, push, push. Finishing with that straight line up. Strong position. Keep going. Leg raise is next. So stay on your back. You can have the hands on the floor or with your weight up. C'est parti. Excellent. Keep going. Activate the quads, keeping those legs straight. Don't go too far down. If you feel you have a big arch in your back, we'll stop your movement. You can stop here and then come back up.
3, 2, 1.
Perfect. Plank is our last one. On the forearms. Même chose.
3, 2, 1.
C'est parti. Let's go. Keep going. Straight lines. Spine neutral.
3, 2, 1. Fini.
Perfect. Recovery time. We'll change the exercise. We'll keep the same format. So 50, 40, 30. We have enough time for all that. So I'll demo the 5 exercises. Actually, there's 3 because we'll do a side plank on each side. So first one, hollow hold. We did a lot of hollow rocks. This time we'll just hold. So legs straight, completely straight, legs tight together. So force to keep your legs together. So I want you to keep your glutes tight, inner thighs, core. You're gonna lift your chest up and you're gonna bring your arms up. So you're gonna hold that strong position, chest up, core tight, arms straight up. So I don't want you to lower your lower back to be off the ground at any time. If you feel you're gonna give up, we'll just take a little break and then go again. 50 seconds of that will be very challenging. So do your max, rest when you need. You can also bring it a little bit smaller. So instead of being very tall, you can bring it here, arms down, knees bent, but keep your core tight. Sounds good? Then we'll do side plank. If you don't have a weight, you'll just go up and you're gonna have the arm up and you're gonna stay in that position. If you do have a weight, I don't even know if I can do it with my 25 pound. So you're gonna have your feet together, you're gonna come up and you're gonna hold it there. 50 seconds. If you have a smaller weight, or if you wanna do it with no weight, you could also twist in and out. If you have shoulder issue, I would suggest you just hold and you work on your shoulder mobility. Then we'll do on the other side. Then we'll do scissors. So in a hollow position with the arms to the floor, core tight, we're gonna cross the legs side to side. When we reach halfway, you're gonna kick like flutter kicks. So scissors like this, and then like this. And then we'll finish with mountain climbers. So push-up position, knee in, or more like a running one. Both options are good. Parfait. So let's start. I'll give more options as we go. 50 seconds, the long set. In 10 seconds, starting with the hollow hold. Okay, on your back, start. Legs straight, legs together, arms up, chest up. Stay here. So options are to bring it down here, so arms on the side of your body, knees bent, but keep your chest up and the core tight. Hold it, hold it. If you need to rest, take that rest. Stretch if you have to, and go back to it. 20 seconds. Hold it. Seconds. And rest. Excellent. Side plank. Up with a weight or not. Your choice. Very good for shoulder stability. Stay here. So legs are straight. You have a strong position. So your hips are not here. You push your hips up. That shoulder, you're putting the weight on. So the one close to the floor, make sure it's very tight. Keep your shoulder blade close to the back. So you engage your upper back. Stay here. I'm taking my whole body halfway. Hold that weight up. Not an easy one. If it's too hard, no weight. If it's still too hard, knee to the floor, same strong position. Okay, so keep the legs active. Keep lifting the hips up. And switch side. Same thing on the other side. So before you go, engage your upper back so your body is straight. Whoop-a-la, yeah? That was not easy. Hold it there. Good job. Relâche pas. Legs straight, tight, hips up. Halfway in there. Always have the option of bringing the weight down. Just go back in your position for as long as you can. When that's too hard, knees to the floor. Hold it. When that's too hard, that's where you rest. 5 seconds. And come back. On your back. Scissors. Okay, so out into start. When we're halfway, up and down. C'est parti. So core tight. If it's hard, you could be a little higher with your legs. You could also be on your elbows here in the back. Again, legs are straight. Keep going. 3, 2, and switch up and down. Flutter kicks. Keeping your lower back close to the floor. Push, push, push. Options higher or on the elbows. Nice. Mountain climbers. So in your push-up position, make sure your hands stay stacked under your shoulders. C'est parti. Let's go. So either slow or running. What I don't want you to do is end up like this. Okay? So your body is straight. Your knee will go very, very close to the ground. If you have a strong position in the shoulders, pushing in the floor. Keep going. So running if you want. If that gets too hard, then just slower. Could also just stay here. Strong position if you get too tired. Keep going. Almost there. 10 seconds. Push, push, push. Perfect. Let's do the second round. 40 seconds. So we have 2 more rounds. Do we have enough time? Why am I always running out of time? Talking too much probably. Let's go. In 10. First one we did hollow hold. Legs straight. On your back. Start. Les jambes droites, les bras droits. So push your chest up. Get your legs together. So inner thighs, glutes are tight as well. Abs, everything around the hips and spine is engaged. And try to keep breathing. We say breathing through the core. If it's too difficult, come here. And then once you can't hold that position, rest and go back when you're ready. Nice. Side plank. The option you want to. I really struggled to lift the weight on the first round. I'll try to do better now. C'est parti. Okay. Stay here. Hips up as high as you can. Body straight. Strong position. Focus on engaging your upper back. Like I mentioned, very important to keep those shoulders in line. sure you're not causing too much stress on the muscles around. You just want the muscles to be tight and to stabilize the shoulders. Hold it, 8 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
And down. Woo! Shaking there. Switch side, same thing. Chaud.
3, 2, 1.
And up. Let's go. Hold it. Les jambes droites. Remember, options. No weight. You can also have knee to the floor. Side plank is not easy. We don't necessarily do it very often. Halfway. Lift your hips up. Hold it. Great job. 10 seconds. Glutes tight as well here.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh. Scissors. Side to side. And then up and down.
3, 2,
On your back or on your elbows. Côté comme ça ici. Open. So open and cross. Keep going 5 more seconds like that. Legs straight. And change to flutter kicks. Small kicks. So your legs are straight. So I don't want you to kick from the knee. It's starting at the hip. Chest up. Push, push, push.
3, 2, 1.
Nice. Sit up. Push up position. Mountain climbers. We're almost done. Keep giving your 100%. Push up position. Knees in. Let's go. Make sure you bring the legs straight back here. And don't have the toes touching here. Okay, so just keep running. It's like if you're doing high knees standing. Halfway. Bring that leg straight out. Knees in as far as you can. Almost there.
3, 2, 1.
Nice. One more round. 30 seconds each. We're good on the time. Finally, cool down will be short. So same thing, 30 seconds, and then 10-second break. That was very bilingual. Okay, dans 10. Hollow hold. Whew. On lâche pas, almost there. 2, 1, c'est parti. Hold it. Legs straight, arms straight, chest up. So really push in the quads. Often I'm going to see this. Okay, that's not straight leg. That is. If it's too difficult, you can go up a little higher, but make sure your lower back is close to the ground. Hold it.
3, 2, 1.
Nice. Side plank. 30 seconds on each side. Option you want to do, make sure you do the same option on both sides. C'est parti. Hold it. On reste ici. So I said you could twist if you had a smaller weight. You can do that if you want. Make sure your shoulders are still stable and you're comfortable with that rotation. Halfway. Keep lifting the hips. That's the mistake. Hips are going to tend to lower as we get tired. Okay, so legs straight, hips up. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Nice.
Restez.
Switch side. Même chose. On se prépare.
2, 1.
And up. On reste ici. Stabilize the shoulders. Hold it there. Upper back engaged. Pretty much every muscles are working now. 10 seconds. Hold. Push, come on. 3, 2, 1, and down. Scissors. 15 seconds for both. Get ready. And start. Side to side. Jambe bien droite. Keep going. 5 more seconds. Like this. Jambe droite. Up and down. Lower back close to the floor. Sit up. Mountain climbers to finish with. So 30 seconds. Try to finish strong. On se prépare. Et c'est parti. Let's go. 30 seconds. Push. Keep going. Halfway there. Try to keep your head in line with the rest of your body. So you're not looking down like this. Up. And up. Good job. Stay where you are. Excellent. So on your knees. Walk your hands out. Going to do a very quick cool down. Stretch in the chalk pose. And slowly come back up. Go up. Hips straight. From here, bring your hands on your lower back. You're going to push your lower back down so you're not overarching. And you're going to lift your chest up. Stretch out here. Engage your core and come back up. Parfait. Stay here or down here. If you stay here, hand on the hip, palm facing up, stretch to the side. If you're on your heels, you can have the hand on the floor. And switch. So we'll finish with that. Stay here. So I hope you enjoyed. Like I mentioned at the beginning, share those videos we are doing. We're working hard for that. We want people to do them. So share, follow us on PSP Fitness Ottawa, our Instagram as well. I hope you have a good day. Thank you very much. See you next week.